Whoa, whoa, whoa. What up, everybody? It is race day, Las Vegas. Anyone tuning in from the track? Is anyone tuning in? Is anyone at the race? Yeah, 3 p.m. start. This is beers. I got beers 3 and 4 in front of me. So, yeah, last week. Boy, we were right about a lot last week. I didn't realize. Thanks for reminding me. I love being reminded of how properly capped things were last week. I didn't really bet much, though. Anyone at the track following, or no? Maybe not. Okay, well, it's gonna be windy, I'm guessing. Nothing new. Interesting. I have some interesting takes, I think, on the race today. So I don't know. We'll bounce some ideas off one another and see if we can figure out how to make some money in this race. Yeah, witching hour. Only the real ones today. Anyway, let's get going. I'm just going with a regular old Miller Lite today. Good audio there. Happy race day. Cheers. Taking a pull. Num-nums. All right, let's get this thing set up here. Less randomness in the spring race. Yeah, that would be nice. Young Money says Denny was bad in practice, will be good in the race. It's definitely a popular take. Drinking a man beer? Come on. All right, come on. Bug. Oh, got it. Where the hell is the starting line? There we go. Okay. All right, Denny Hamlin. Pulled it. Gonna be around all day. I think he's gonna be bad. So if he stays out front, I think he will keep his track position all day. If he stays out front, I certainly think that. But if he ever loses track position, I do not think he will work his way up through the field. I just don't think his car is there in the long run. Kind of there in the short run, but the fall off was real. I mean, if we're looking, I have to change my metrics here just to get some of his laps. I mean, we're talking about like above 31 fives a lot late in the run. And then when they made an adjustment, it wasn't any better. So, not good for old Denny Hamlin, but he's going to be fine. Like, he'll race better than he practiced, sure. But this is not a good start. Sunday, not Saturday. Yeah, okay. I am not high on Denny. Now, could he go out there and stay up front all day and win at the end? Yes. Yeah. Okay. Moving on. Chase Briscoe. Probably one of the best practices of the year for this guy. And he, starting on the front row, he's going to be there all day long. All day long. Anyone that's interested in any Chase Briscoe form, I would say absolutely could happen for sure. If you got Chase at like that 13 or 14 to 1 where he opened, congratulations. I do think he was really good. I would put Chris Bell ahead of him in practice, slightly ahead of him. But from a betting perspective, I don't know that Bell is, I don't know that he's worth that 4 to 1 that you're seeing. So I'm not quite there on Bell at that price, but I think he's going to be strong all day long. But he's priced like that. Chase Elliott, good qualifying. Definitely consistent race car after he made changes. I thought he was very solid after those changes, but one more cycle on his tires, also cooler tires, didn't fire off really fast after the adjustment, and so he looked good on the long run. I don't like the 8-1 price on Chase. So yeah, we're gonna get to that on the prices being disgusting today. I actually think I don't know of these shorter price guys of the Bells, Larson, Denny, Briscoe, Chase, Byron. I don't know who's the best. I don't know who's the best. I think that there are some great opportunities for some long shots today. So we're going to be talking about that. All right. Yeah, the books clearly don't either. Yeah. I got my beer, most of them. I'm going to finish off and I'll polish off the beer. I got a lot of alcohol here. So Chase Elliott, good, but I think overvalued. Yes, Ryan, your opinion always does mean zero. I think William Byron, you could make an argument that he was the strongest car in practice. He's also priced that way. And he qualified 5th. That's deep in the field for him to dominate. Normally, he just needs to get up there and like lead laps when he starts on the pole or in the top 3 or something like that, gets out front, then doesn't make any mistakes. That's what I would imagine would have to happen again for William Byron. Going to be hard to pass those 4 cars in front of him based on speed. Kyle Larson pitted twice. When was the last time that happened? Byron can win the same way Elliott did at Kansas. Young money, I would agree with that. I am not on the Larson train today. I was last week or 2 weeks ago. Actually, the last 2 weeks, I thought he was going to be really good. I don't think that there was anything that showed me race winning speed at all out of the 5. And usually he does when he's good. So, man, I'm not saying fade Larson. That is not what this show is going to tell you to do, but I am not betting on him. And I actually don't even consider him like a top 5 car. On a 1.5 mile track, when was the last time we saw Larson? Like, not a top 5 car. Just doesn't happen. Bubba Wallace. I love me some Bubba today. I love me some Bubba. He was good last week. Good at Kansas. He showed good long run speed and good short run speed. 23 was pretty good. I agree. Both 23 XI cars. I agree. Both of those were really good. 23, I think you have to have this guy on your card at 25-1. I think he's a must-have on your card. Tyler Reddick, let's keep going. I thought that Tyler Reddick was really good as well. Really good as well. I don't like his 12-1 price because I do think that he may have been slightly better than Bubba, but Bubba at 25 is probably a better bet than Tyler Reddick. If I were betting, I haven't played those guys yet, but if I were betting, I'm not even going to read that comment. I think I would play Bubba, be a bigger winner than Reddick. Joey Logano, real bad in the short run, but got a good late. I don't know. What do you think, Logano? If we get a late stage caution, these cars would flip. Yeah, probably. Reddick has a better track record here. Yeah, that's probably why his price is a little shorter. Logano's going to be fine. Yeah, I agree. Everyone just saying, yeah, Logano P10 inside the top 10. Fords looked bad, but I think Logano actually no, there was another Ford that looked better than Logano, in my opinion. Ty Gibbs looked awesome. I thought Ty Gibbs was really good. Do that with what you will. Logano could easily win, Ross. Just get that in your head that Logano could win this race. Yeah, Logano looking bad in practice is about the same as Gibbs looking good. Agreed. Yeah, Blaney is a dog to Joey. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, well, that's correct. I think that they got that right. Fuel mileage, Logano winner. Yeah. If it becomes a fuel mileage race, I'm gonna love the fact I have just a couple of bombs sitting on the card. So I would take a fuel. If you were to tell me fuel mileage right now, I would take it, because here's why I would take it. You're gonna be taking bombs that are not in the playoffs. Those are the guys that are gonna try to make it. You're not gonna see someone try to stay out. You're not gonna see, like a Hamlin try to make it when they know that they can pit, take 4 tires, and then go back to like 5th or 4th place and get a good finish, good points day. So I would take a fuel fest right now. Yeah, well, I think it could be fuel. It could. It depends. Tires, well, yeah, but tires mattered last year too, and Logano was able to hold them off. So let's see, where are we at? Chris Buescher. I think the best Ford was Chris Buescher. I think the best Ford is Chris Buescher. I think the best Ford is Chris Buescher. I just kind of anticipate RFK not qualifying well. And yeah, a little help from Blaney. I agree. Heavy on the 17 today, Big Ross says. I like the 17 a lot. I like the 17 a lot. Well, 45-1 out there. Yeah, I think everyone's smashing Buescher odds. Yeah, I like Buescher a lot. Hang on. Do I need to get out ahead of this? Sometimes I forget, and I gotta. Yep. I cannot believe that 17 does not have a win. Brett says he's sitting on a leggy top 35 minus 110. Well, I'll tell you what. That ain't going to hit. Maybe it could. Maybe it could, yeah. Yeah. Yep, we bet on speed. Can't predict the finishes. If it gets squirrely, I just like having long shots, Alex Bowman. Man, I these Hendrick cars outside of the 24 kind of outside the 24 struggled on the short run. I think the Elliott was a little better in the long run, and the 48 was clearly the worst, even though this is a decent track for him. So I'm not high on Alex Bowman. He pitted twice. He had spotty lap times, but he does get good finishes when he doesn't have a great car, but he's also starting 12th. I think that's probably where he runs all day, if anything, a little worse than that. SVG, what a great qualifying. Clearly, you needed to qualify later in practice, or later. You had a chance. You had a chance to actually qualify well the later you went out. SVG had a better metric because he won the week before, so he gets a good qualifying position. The Buescher number should be on the move. Ross over Bowman matchup, yeah. Oh, okay. Nate's at the track. Thanks, Nate. Windy, but not as windy. Ryan Blaney. This site. These sites are a joke. This is as bad as Ryan Blaney's looked. I don't even think he could have looked. He looks like the worst car on the long run in Group B. Well, him, Barry, and Hamlin. Who was worse than those? Him, Barry, Hamlin, and SVG were all about the same in practice. Hamlin, Barry, SVG, Blaney. They were the worst ones. What moved a Matt to Benedetto line? Yeah, I agree. I was shocked at how bad Blaney was. Cold and windy HMS wins. Yeah, maybe. I mean, it would have to be Byron to sell me on any HMS guy. So I'm not happy with Ryan Blaney today. I don't think he's. I mean, he can't race that bad, but I don't think he's a top 10 guy. Ross Chastain. I don't want to jinx this guy, but I think he has a hell of a chance to win this race. I think Ross Chastain has a hell of a chance to win this race. I can't believe his prices. Now, this is one of those races on a car and a driver where they could completely disappear. And we could never, and we're just holding this ticket going, well, we got a great number. We think we have a great number. Worm told us we got a good number. He could win. We think he's going to be great. And he just does nothing. That is a 100% a possibility. I think he flies through the field. But I'm biased. I already have a bet on him. So, yeah, I am going to come up with, I'm going to steel man my bet. I'm going to maybe justify why I think it's such a great bet. And I'm going to get everyone to pile on with me. And we're going to move this number a little bit. But I think Ross Chastain at 25-1 is an absolute gift. So, that's what I think. What's his top Chevy price? I just texted you back there, Jacob. He's winning today in a late Byron Pass. 9-1 top Chevy. Yeah, Byron's going to be good. Okay. I mean, yeah, I let me know if that Chastain number starts to move. It better. If I can't move a line, this show doesn't matter anymore. That's the day I hang it up for sure, is when I am saying that 25-1 is a gift on a driver, and then odds makers are like, yeah, we'll take more action from him. Yeah, I know. I got a drink for the yawn. Okay. Ryan Preece. Didn't look good. I'm not outside of the 17. I think RFK was pretty average. So I'm not high on Preece. Daniel Suarez. We're going to move through these guys a little faster. Daniel looked pretty bad. Okay, he moved a little at Westgate. That makes me feel better. I feel like we should get him down to like 15-1. Again, Brian. Yeah. Yeah, anyway, I'm not going to get into anything else. Anyway, I think Chastain should be probably 15-1 at the highest, maybe 12-1. So I'm not high on Preece. I'm not high on Suarez. Michael McDowell, also multiple pits and not fast. So not good there. Eric Jones. This is a place where I want like Eric Jones. I want to think he'd be good, but he fell off a little bit in practice, and I'm comparing him right next to Ross Chastain, who just blows him out of the water. But I do think Jones will be serviceable, but I don't think he gets in the top 10. AJ Allmendinger. It's a good track for the ding piece. Did not show any short run speed, decent long run speed. I could see some justification for AJ Allmendinger, maybe a top 10 if you get like a good number. But the short run speed is what concerns me. Yeah. Cole Custer. Not good. Not. I mean, Cole. Geez, no, we don't need to talk about him. Carson Hocevar. I expect Carson Hocevar to move up. He was not as consistent as the one, but at times he was as fast. Yeah, I like Carson Hocevar Always. I always like Carson Hocevar pretty much every week. And then he's either he has an issue and he's a non-factor, or he's kind of up there mixing it up in the top 5 with fast pace. Zane Smith. I did play Zane Smith top 10 this week. I did play 8.5 to 1. This car looked decent. Over the long run, it seemed consistent. Zane's a pretty mature driver, and last week at Kansas, he was a top 10 car. So I thought it was a good practice for Zane. Solid speed across the board. Just need a good, consistent run, and I think he can get up there in the top 10. It might not be. I feel like he's like a 12th to 15th place car, but if he just runs a solid race and doesn't make many mistakes, he could race up there. Yeah, I agree. Zane's been good. The fall off was pretty solid for Zane. I agree. I mean, he was as good or better than Ross late in the laps or late in the run, but he did pit, so his tires might have been a little cooler. It was only, it was only like a 13 or 14 lap run to finish, where Ross just ran straight through 28, 29 laps. Yep, Zane's turning into a solid. I think so too. Top Ford. Ooh. What's his top Ford price? That's interesting. Yeah. Okay, well, let me know what that top Ford price is. That could be something. Ricky Spinhouse. I don't know. I mean, I don't think he's going to race well. His top Ford's 50 to 1. I think you can take Buescher and Zane and just kind of hope that, I mean, a fuel fest, and I think you I don't hate that at all. I'm not high on Stenhouse. Austin Dillon, trash. Straight trash. John Hunter Nemechek. He was decent, but fell off, and the changes they made were no good. Usually when John Hunter Nemechek looks good in practice, he races well. So since he didn't look that good in practice, I'm pretty sure that he's going to be not necessarily running up front. Like we've seen those legacy cars recently. Justin Haley, it's hard to get behind him. Noah Gragson, you would think this would be a good track for him. He was solid-ish in practice, a little bit of fall off, but consistent. He would need a lot to happen for him to get inside the top 15, in my opinion. Josh Berry looked god awful in practice. I mean, god awful. So, not high on that. Todd Gilliland also looked very bad in practice. Austin Cindric continues to fall off with the Fords, with the Penske Fords especially. Not sure what's going on there. Kyle Busch, he'll be the first out of the race. I don't even care how he looks in practice anymore. Riley Herbst, okay. Decent long run speed, but spotty. I don't know that he can handle just working his way up through the field. Yeah, I don't think we'll see. I also thought that, Josh Berry in the spring, you could over 18.5 was a lock. So yeah, they just brought the wrong car this week, apparently. Brad Keselowski, nice qualifying out of him. He pitted twice. He can't be that bad. I don't think he's going to hang around Ty Dillon, Cody Ware, JJ Yaley. I mean, he can't be that bad. But I'm sure if you get a price on him, I don't even like him top 10. Kind of shocked at RFK this year. All right. I'm not going to go over Cody Ware, JJ Yaley, Catherine. Let's see. Top 10? Okay. My top 10. Hamlin, Briscoe, Bell, Elliott, Byron. I am not going to put Larson in there. Bubba, Reddick, Busher, Chastain. This last spot, you could put Logano, Gibbs, Larson, Zane. I don't know. I'll give you 9. I know 9 cars are going to finish in the top 10. Reddick, Busher, Ross, top manufacturer parlay is 450 to 1. Denny, Briscoe, Bell, Elliott, Byron, Bubba, Reddick, Busher, Chastain. I'm only giving you 9. It's my show. I'm only giving you 9. You can fill in that 10th with if you bet Zane, you can put Zane in there. If you didn't bet Zane, you could throw Larson in there. You could put Ty Gibbs in there. You could put Joey Logano in there. So, you don't like it, you can watch another pre-race show. What questions do we have? We kind of went fast through this. He was as bad yesterday as he was in the spring. Yeah, I have no competition other than the NFL. Yeah, Derek, start your own show. Do it. How are these football games going? What bets am I rooting on in football? I played a couple. I got the Cardinals. I got the Browns. Blech. I got the Panthers. Blech. I mean, I just bet the worst teams. Just the worst bets I can find. Best outright price? Chastain. Come on, Ross. Let's see. Winner? Oh, yeah. Winner. I think the best outright prices are, Busher. The 3 best outright prices are Wallace, Busher, and Chastain. I don't know who's going to be the best out of these top guys. If I had to pick the best out of the top guys, I would say Bell. I would say Bell would be the driver of the top 5 cars that I think will be the best would be Bell. I think Briscoe's going to be a bitch up there. I think he could go out and pass Hamlin after 20 laps. Byron is also going to be really good. I think Byron and Bell. But Briscoe up front, man, he's hard to pass. Non-playoff guys, Bubba, Ross, Busher for positions or just outrights? Yeah, probably just outrights. I haven't played much other than outrights this year. I feel like it's been really hard to predict. So I want to make sure I'm getting paid properly, risking a little bit to win a lot. Briscoe does drive out of his mirror. Oh, gosh, Nigel, you did not just say he's out for blood. You did not. That is not a thing. He's out for blood. You think last week he wasn't out for blood? Best top 5 bet? I mean, if you're going to talk to me just about bets, I have listed the 3 drivers that I think have the most value in outright markets. So I would say one of those guys would be good. I know that Reddick's up to 14 now. We're getting close to the nibble zone there. I've not played Reddick yet. Bell's wearing glasses today. Yeah, they did circle this race. I know. I don't even know what that means. I circled this race too because I handicapped the shit out of it last year by picking Bell. But I also had Logano. at 25. And it was the worst bet I made all year, and I cashed it. The two worst bets I made last year were Logano at Nashville at 25-1. He was terrible. Logano at Vegas, 25-1. Terrible. Both of them won. The two worst bets I made last year, both won. So kind of crazy. This is seen as the most important race of the year, and none of the top guys really stand out. Yes. Agreed. Yeah, I had a lot on Bell. That was my biggest bet last year, and I had him at 9. Does the best car win today? I'm not sure. That's a good question. I don't think Larson was top 10 speed. Ross holding steady at Bovada. Yeah, I can't get my greasy little paws on Bovada. What are his odds there? Browns suck. Oh, gosh. I mean, Cowboys got the ball driving. What am I doing? This is... Oh. Ross is still good on MGM. Yeah, it wasn't a top 5 car. I mean, he could easily be a top 10 car. This is Kyle Larson. I know that typically there's a Larson bias on this show. So whenever I'm against him, you have to recognize that. You probably go out there, dominate, win it, lead every lap, and win. Yeah, I know that like you want to win, but what you don't want is to run out of gas or run out of fuel or do something stupid that completely takes you out of it. The Larson bias is there to balance the Blaney bias. I don't think there's Blaney bias. I don't even like betting Blaney. I just have to bet the fastest car. Weird to think that the Larson was slower. Yeah, that Larson was slower than 24.9. Agreed. And Blaney was way off. Agreed. Could not imagine this. Yeah, I agree. I'm shocked even after Kansas. You know, I guess, yeah, you look at Kansas and you say the Fords were off a little bit. Yeah, and the Toyotas were dominant. But I thought we'd see some more speed out of the 5 for sure. Ross is still 25-1. How are we not moving this line? Unbelievable. Might be time to hang it up, folks. Can't move a line anymore. What a shame. What a shame. 25 is a gift. 25 is a gift on a driver that I think could win the race, but also never be a factor. Never be a factor. Wormy knows Blaney ain't work a day in his NASCAR. Yeah. Yeah, he's soft. Speaking of soft, I mean, Jesse Love yesterday. Ugh. That was so bad. That was so bad yesterday. No, contact with the wall doesn't scare me. I don't think. I mean, he's not going to the rear or anything, is he? He qualified. He's fine. You're like Aaron Rodgers. I mean, Aaron Rodgers, I feel like, is a pretty smart guy. I mean, you listen to him talk. Let's see here. Hey, we got away with field goals there. All right. Jeez, Browns. Why did you have to mention Love? 18-1. 18. What? Who's 18-1? Oh, Chastain. We're moving a little bit. Okay. I mean, if there's any odds makers on there, just move it for my ego. Oh, you had Love at 18-1. Yeah. Reddick is 16 at DraftKings. Whew. Yeah, I had Love too. Just kind of yeah, move the line. Someone just I don't care. Do it out of just sympathy. All right, well, I'm almost out of beer. Yoder asked to predict the Final Four. So I'm going to do that. The Final Four. I think a non-playoff driver wins this race. I think Ryan Blaney wins next week at Talladega. And I think Denny Hamlin wins at Martinsville. And I think that Briscoe and Chase Elliott point their way in. That's just off the top of my head. So Briscoe, Briscoe, Elliott, Blaney, Hamlin. And I think that Briscoe and Blaney race for the championship. That's what I would think. I don't think Hamlin, not at probably Blaney, if I had to guess. But Blaney's bad today. He's going to be good at Martinsville. He's going to be good. He'll be good at Talladega, but that's tough. I'm always feisty. Briscoe is going to be a problem at Phoenix. Dude, Briscoe's going to be a bitch at Phoenix if he gets there. No one wants to see him there. I promise you. Yeah, Atlanta would be better than Talladega. Yeah, I won't be doing the pre-race poll next week. You're going to have to do all that pulling on your own. Oh, yeah. Hey, it's you got to go vote for my son. This thing is still going on. This is like the never-ending baby contest, but it's 2x. You get 2x the votes today. So go vote for my son. He's watching this. I can hear him in the other room. Hi, Caden. Caden, how's it going? Where's Dad? All right. Well, my winner. My winner. My official winner will be Chris Bell. I think that. But I mean, my sentimental victory would be Ross Chastain. That's what I would say. He's going to be in high school by the time the contest ends. I know. I agree. Martinsville trucks will be worse than Dega. Yeah, they have been. Couch bet? No, I don't have any couch bets this week. Just I think it's really hard to handicap these days. I mean, Hamlin was by far the best car at Kansas, maybe one of the best cars we've seen all year. He couldn't get it done. It's hard. It's been hard this year. I don't know how many times the best car has won, but it's not as much as we think. I mean, every road course with SVG. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Any other questions? We actually, no, the closest would have been, I had Austin Dillon pretty big at Richmond. So, yeah, Ross Chastain wins. All right, Hot Guy Pod, I agree. Go Chastain. That'd be awesome. Cheers. Happy race day. 270 people. This is just. Do people really think the NFL does not affect NASCAR ratings, or like what are they, nuts? 270 people? That's what I had like 2 years ago on this show. And people are like legit mad that when I say that the NFL is so freaking popular. It's crazy. I mean, whether the NFL is boring or not, it doesn't matter, man. People are interested in it. Everywhere I go, people are interested in it. All right. Cheers. Go Chastain. Go Busher. And go. We'll say Bubba.